Welcome back. The American Writers Museum has a special exhibit that allows you to immerse yourself and honor Black writers in American history and literature.
Dark Testament, A Century of Black Writers on Justice, is running until May 6th, and Dorothy Burge is one of the local artists featured in the exhit. Is here today to tell us all about it. Welcome. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
So this has artists and writers. Tell us, just set us up for this exhibit. What's being shown?
So what we're doing is we're trying to raise awareness and document the history of African American writers in America. And so we start like in the late 1890s and we go up to like the 1960s, where we have images of different people who have made a huge impact in African American lives.
So both in the visual arts and in literature.
Right.
Nice.
And so all of these people who you will see have actually been authors, but they are also social justice activists.
Are all of the artists featured in the exhibit from Chicago, or are they from all over?
They're from all over.
Okay.
And so as you can tell, we have artists who came from New York, we have some who are from Chicago. It's really a great exhibit, and it really gives a lot of information, especially to young people, to learn about their history.
And you have some pieces in the exhibit. Can you tell us about those?
Well, I have 4 quilts in the exhibit, and the quilts are about African American authors who were really involved in social justice issues, especially with the writings that they did. Ida B. Wells Barnett, I grew up hearing about her and the work that she had done to fight lynching, because my relatives, my ancestors, are from the South.
Yes, and you have Zora Neale Hurston as well.
Zora Neale Hurston, Their Eyes Were Watching God.
Yeah.
She was just an incredible, incredible person.
So quilting is in your family, but you didn't take to it immediately, right?
No, I did not. So my mother quilted, my grandmother quilted, my great-grandmother quilted, and I actually knew my great-grandmother.
Oh, wow.
She didn't pass away until I was 17 years old.
Wow.
Oh, wow. So when did you say, okay, it's in my blood?
Well, this is what happened. I would go to Mississippi, and they would say, come in here and let us show you how to quilt. And I would say, no, I'm not going to do that, because that's for old people, and I'm not old. And so then after a while, I got to be in my 30s, and I was watching these craft shows on HGTV, Simply Quilts.
No, stop. HGTV got you into it?
Yeah, right. Not grandma.
Not great-grandma.
Yeah, exactly. So I saw Simply Quilts, and I was like, I could do that. So my husband was like, then why don't you do it? And so that's when I started quilting.
Yeah, looking at these, I mean, you see the detail when you lay it out as an artist and a quilter, both, you know, in one. How do you go about making this piece? You kind of lay it out and then sew it all together, or what's your process?
So what I do is I sketch out the image that I want, and then I try to think about how will I actually layer it so that it has depth, so you can see the shades and the shadows, and so that it looks realistic. And then after I completely fuse it down, that's when it's stitched.
Yeah. What does it mean to you to be a part of this exhibit?
It is really incredible. I have brought many young people to this exhibit. Many of them did not know the history of the people that they actually saw. So that has been incredible to me.
What are some other exhibits that people can see when they go visit the museum?
The museum is very interactive, and you can hear about Afrofuturist art. You can type on old typewriters, create your own storylines. I think the youth in my family have truly enjoyed going there. It's so interactive. It's so much fun. They learn a lot, and I'm really, really honored to be part of it.
And that's fantastic. And of course, we will have all the information about seeing this exhibit on our website. It's nice that this exhibit, we have some time to see it. It's here
May
until
6th,
May.
right?
Yeah.
That's great.
That's great.
We'll have to check it out.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We'll be right back.